All right, good morning, everybody. I'm just getting set up real quick right before market open. All right, what's up, guys? Hopefully the stream is working just fine, and the audio's working. Spy selling off here this morning. What the hell's going on? Back under 600. Not looking good. Not looking good. Ah. Let me make sure the stream's working on my end. Let's see. All right. There we go. What's up, guys? Hopefully the stream is working just fine. And hopefully there's not too much background noise on here because I can't use the noise suppression. So back under 600. Yeah, sounds good. So might just have to mute the mic periodically if there's a screaming baby or somebody in the background. So I wonder if I can get a soundproof office in my next house. That would be absolutely amazing. That would be incredible. What's up, guys? Everly's being a little pain in the ass this morning, so she's out there crying in the living room right now over some bullshit. The screaming baby is real and authentic. No need to mute. uh, Good morning, good morning. Man, look at Spy right now. Holy shit. She's going down, down. TGT is holding up nicely. Fucking love it. Let's go. Still in a few TGTs, still in a few IWM 227s. Probably going to swing TGT. Probably going to get stopped out of IWM if it pulls back and loses. Probably 224. My stop and profit is going to end up hitting. So, but TGT is still looking good. Retail names had a good move yesterday, it seems. Let's see. Oh my god, Spy is fucking drilling right now. Oh my god. Alright, let's get some My algo hasn't signaled anything pre-market, so I got a level down there. Oopsies. Damn, SPY. Just go ahead and drop it for you boys. Holy shit. I mean, SPY can go down to 595, I suppose. Alright, looks like market's about to open here in just a few seconds. SPY absolutely fucking obliterated. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Stopped on the rest of the IWMs. TGT is still green, so that has not been stopped out yet. Look at that bad boy. Look at that bad boy. TGT. Yeah, it's still above 135, so. Let me manage a few things here at the open. TGT is looking good. Let me move. Spreads are a little wild this morning, so you gotta let things cool off. Is Tesla down bad? Not bad, I guess. I mean, it's at 446. But TSLY is not looking good. That's back underneath 16 bucks. Did they just pay out a dividend though? Let's see. MSTY paid out a dividend recently. Alright, TGT, good bounce. I'm in the 140 calls for January, what, 3rd or 17th? Let me see. 17. So I'm in target 140 calls January 17, 2025 at $1.40. They ran about 50-55% yesterday. Scaled some on the way up and still in a few right now. My entry is 140. They went above $2. They're sitting at 170 here, so I'm up 21%. Or 138 to 168 to be exact. So 21% right now. Oh, if everybody could please like and retweet the stream, I would greatly appreciate that. I would greatly appreciate it. And then use the chat channel. So if, here we go. So I can pull up your messages here on the bottom left corner of the screen. If you want me to take a look at something, this is the day and time to do it. So just use the chat channel, put it in there. On Fridays, I usually just kind of hang out and just see what the market is kind of doing and setting up for going into next week to see how some of these names are closing kind of on the larger time frames. Fridays, for me, my rule is only trading on Fridays if you have profits Monday through Thursday and risking only a portion of those profits to trade. So starting off the day, I mean, I swung SPY calls, so I just sold those for a loss, and Soxel as well. So I'm down right now about 450 bucks right out of the gate this morning, but that is with profits from the week. So if you're up like 2-3,000 for the week, trade Fridays. Then nice bounce on target here off this 135. Nice candle. So if you're up 2-3K for the week, then you could trade Friday using a portion of those profits. Only gonna risk a little bit. So take a few trades. How much are you willing to lose off that 2 to 3,000 and still be happy? So if I'm up 3,000, take some trades. Doesn't go in my favor. Cut them for a loss. Lose 500 bucks, right? Then my profits for the week are now 2,500. I'm still happy, and then I just move on to the next. So it's kind of how Fridays work. And then Fridays for me, I like to do streams on Fridays and do a little bit more education stuff. Just answer questions that people have. Just do Q&As. People just want my 2 cents on a stock, Tesla, SPY, Target, IWM, whatever it is. And we'll just talk about it. So IWM looking good. I got stopped on the 227s for December 3rd. The 227s for January still green. Target is now, these contracts are pushing. They were just at 170, 168. They're now at 185. They're up 32% here. So nice move here on Target at the open. Let's go. SPY dumping. We're going down. Holy shit, SPY. Wow. What a fail on SPY. I mean, right here, this area, this seems almost inevitable right now. That SPY is going to come down right here. You break one zone, you go down to the next. Is that how simple it's about to be this morning here on SPY? Jesus. Oh, TGT is flying. Hello. Beautiful SR flip spot here off that 135. Even if you got into these calls late at 168, they're at 192 here. Let's go. Up 36% now on the TGT 140s. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Just sending an alert out in Discord right now on TGT. Send it, Discord. Go faster. Go faster. There we go. Jesus. Alright. SPY. What are we doing? What are we gonna do, SPY? You're not looking too hot this morning. Not looking good. We're going down. Am I out of Disney calls? Yes, my stop on Disney hit. So the way my trades work is, if the trade was good enough for a profit scale, then my stop goes to entry automatically. So if I'm up 15, 20, 30%, whatever it is, and I take a scale, my stop goes to break even automatically. It's always been a big rule of mine. So You think SPY will break 600 and possibly longs? It does not look like it. I mean, it looks like it's going to go from one zone to the next right now. Go to the 4 hour. I mean, that's a long spot right there. If SPY does get down here to this 495 area, this SR flip spot, I mean, that's looking good. This crazy bounce right here kind of throws off, any kind of trend line. But you go to the 1 hour right there. You'll see this is, I'm going to try longs on SPY down here. Once SPY gets down here near this 595.6 down to 595 area, I'll try a long down there for a potential bounce on SPY. SPY would need to break back above. I mean, if it bounces at 595, it's going to come back up and reclaim 597. And then big resistance going to be back around 598. If it pushes back above 598, it could get that move back up to 600. But, I mean, as of right now, I mean, it's not looking too good. Not looking too good here on SPY. But I am absolutely looking for those longs down there. If it hits that 595, which it's looking like it might go. IWM's looking decent. TGT is pushing. Let's go. Let's go TGT. There we go. Here we go, TGT. Come on, target. Let's go. Break that pre-market high. What are these calls at now? 211 here, up 50%. 214. 214. Let's go. Thank you, TGT. 215. 220. Oh, man. They're pumping. I'm going to take a trim here. Hitting pre-market high. These were just at 168, 170. They're at 215. You guys saw it here first. Even if you didn't swing with me and we're already green, I was up 20%. You could have jumped back in and just caught the other 20, 30% here. All right, trim TGT at 215. Just hitting that pre-market high here. Just want to lock in some gains. 53.21%. I'm sending it out right now. All right. There you go. TGT. Let's fucking go. Nice candle on IWM here. Nice candle IWM. SPY doesn't really give a shit. I am curious. HIMS is underneath yesterday's low. It went underneath yesterday's low. It's fighting for its life kind of right now at that spot. Rivian still at 14 bucks, so nothing there. Cool. So IWM and TGT, they're looking good. Looking good. Do you see any names so far today that you want to trade? TGT, IWM, as I've been talking about. Let me go through my Webull kind of watch list right now. Let's see. NVIDIA is getting slapped right now. XLV, Paper put this on my watch list for healthcare. So, let's see. What's UNH doing? UNH is still looking good if you're in the call debit spread with me. Higher highs, higher lows. Looking really, really nice. Let's see what we got. So one name I was interested in looking at yesterday is DLTR, Dollar Tree, right? So you got DG and you got Dollar Tree. So you got this resistance right here on DLTR, but it has these two gaps to kind of fill upside. Is there any squeeze? So it's in a squeeze on the daily. Here we go. So you got that spot right across right here. This is what it needs to break. It's around 77 bucks. Probably hit this trend line right here, right? And then you have a gap to fill to the upside. I really like that right here. That's gap number one, okay? Just gap number one. Because then, once it fills gap number one, it pushes higher. $89 starts gap number two. Look at that. So you have two potential gap fills right here. Whoopsies. Gap fill 2. Let me screenshot this because this is the first time I'm actually charting it for someone else because I was just watching it yesterday. So, I mean, is this an inverse head and shoulders? Is this a cup and handle? I mean, it's a little wonky kind of overall, but I mean, you could see, you know, it's got this little bit of a cup action right here, and then it's got, you know, maybe this is the handle. This was the area of the consolidation right here, and now it's breaking out of it, right? So if it can clear that $77 area, let me go ahead and capture this screenshot right here before I forget. It looks pretty good. I mean, gap fill up to 81.55. Go ahead and mark that. So that would be, you know, target there. And then the other gap fill, love that, goes to 84.20. So let me actually do that one. So let me screenshot this real quick. All right. Kevin, nice. Energy sector says looking green. Oxy, XOM, CVX, nice. IWM, new high a day, pushing the 225. Sweet. So if you're in those 227s with me, we're looking good for January. If you added the new ads on TGT or IWM here at the open, these are the two names that I'm mostly bullish on. Then you're up nice here. Good pop. SPY, trying to pop back up to VWAP and the EMAs. Nothing really too much. So you'll see the resistance is right there. The gaps can act as areas of support and resistance. So right here, I mean, if all lines up in the world and it bounces and hits right here around 75, 75.3, that can be the next trend line tap, the next higher low. Get the calls, go back up to the $77 area to test that gap, and see if it wants to go higher. So I really like that name on the higher time frame. Big candle in IWM. TGT still pushing up here. Let's fucking go. Holy shit, IWM. Oh, let's go. Oh my god, let's go. Oh, look at this stick on IWM. Oh my god. What a freaking pump. I'm sending that out in Discord too, just letting people know. The 227 for January are still looking good. I want those to go in the money. I want those to go here. I want IWM to hold that trend line. I want it to hold here. I want it to go here at some point in time today. That would be nice. All right, there's the back test. 90 MA and VWAP on SPY. Could be a short spot. If it can reclaim that, end up going back up here to the zone, then, you know, take it from there. See what happens. Someone said AMD. Oh, appreciate you. Appreciate you. What time? Here we go. Here's a good question. Stay gold. Appreciate you. Said, hey Casey, what time frames do you use for identifying your key levels? So if you actually go to my YouTube channel, I'm going to talk about it, but on my YouTube channel as well, I have a video on there about how I identify key levels and where I start. And it basically starts from the weekly to the daily to the 4-hour to the hourly, all the way down, you know, to the 30-minute, 15-minute, and 5-minute time frames. So, and I can color code my levels as well. So usually my yellow levels that I have are stronger levels, which are usually based on from the 1 to 4 hour to a daily or weekly. So I start from the weekly and I just hit highs and lows and look at big areas of support and resistance. We can do that here in a second as well if you guys are up for it. I mean, that's what Fridays is for me. It's kind of about. I'm just kind of just hanging out, looking at the market. Might grab a few trades here and there, but I like to really just do a live Q&A and answer some questions and just kind of show how, you know, I operate and work things. Hold on, I gotta get this post out. But there is a video on, it's an older video on my YouTube channel, but it shows how I find those key levels. But yeah, I just start from the weekly and work my way down and just hit those big areas of support and resistance where I see those big reaction candles, like here on TGT, right? This is a big reaction candle off this 135.15, so that's an area that I would mark. It's just finding things like that on every single time frame. And obviously, if you mark this from the weekly or the daily chart, when you see that reaction on the 5-minute chart intraday, it seems like a drastic move, and that's because that level's based off of the higher time frame, so it looks bigger when it reacts on the 5-minute chart. And that's how you can essentially kind of catch big moves intraday whenever you're day trading. So, and we can do something like that here in just a second. We'll find something. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh yeah, someone said AMD. What's the Dizzle doing? AMD stands for a massive disappointment. I mean, nice bounce up here. Here, let me throw some. It's gonna squeeze on the 15-minute. Let me see. I don't think I have. Where is this at? Is it under L? Maybe. Price Action Concepts by Lux Algo, absolutely amazing. I don't think I have this one set up to the same settings. No, it's on different settings. Fuck. That's okay. Because it's a different chart setup here. But so it says 15-minute squeeze here. You do got some bullish divergence here on AMD. Look at this. Oops. So this is the MACD right now on the 15-minute. Nice bullish divergence here. Look at the RSI as well. Same thing. Popping up here and in a squeeze that looks like it is trying to now curl upside. I see that kind of looks like a potential inverse head and shoulders if I'm not mistaken. Let me drop it. Let me go to like the 1 hour real quick. You see this? Anyone else see this inverted head and shoulders on AMD right here? Anyone else see this, or is it just me? So look, draw this trend line right here. Right there. You got big support right across this like kind of middle section area right along right here. But overall, just look at this though. So you got this right here. Look at that. You got the matching section right over here from this level down to that zone. And then look right here. I mean, I can kind of start it, I guess, from right here. It doesn't really matter. Look right here. Anyone else see this? So now, this looks like a potential move. Let me see. I mean, if it holds here, pop back up, pull back down, do the SR flip and break above it, go closer to that 130 area. But I mean, essentially full target on this, get that move potentially up to 133. I mean, that's not looking bad here on AMD. I see a potential inverse head and shoulders. I'm not sure if you guys see the same thing, but looks decent for one. It really needs, is that 127.75 area, 128. It would have to kind of continue to break above that. IWM rejecting 225.50. This was a big spot yesterday. TGT still holding up nicely. What is NVIDIA doing? Curious. Damn. NVIDIA. I sent the chart out on NVIDIA. I still think it needs to break 142. I tried calls yesterday. Massive fucking disappointment. Had a nice strong open. The retest and the hold of 140. And previous day, pre-market high area right there too that it broke in based over real quick, but then it quickly failed and then just went lower. So I tried to get in a little bit early, and I paid the price for it, but I'm not going to be bullish on NVIDIA until it sees 142. Technically on the daily, and I charted this out. Let me turn this off. This would be the spot for it to reject. It's lower low, it's a lower high, it's a lower low, that's a lower high. So now, I mean, that's just how trend works until, proven otherwise. So you got the high right here, you come down, make a low, go back up, come back down, go back up, come back down. So we'll see. I mean, as of right now, it seems like it's going to go down to, it's sitting on the daily 9 EMA. So if it loses 136, it's probably going to drop down to 133. If it bounces there, it would be a potential inverse head and shoulders, but the trend is still kind of just down right here until it really starts to, break above 142 area, about right here. Once it does that, then I would say that trend of the lower highs and lower lows has been kind of invalidated and flipped now, and we're going to put in, a higher high and a higher low from the downside from this bottom right here. So if it goes up here, bounces right here, and then once it breaks 142, then it starts that trend to go that way. That's what I would look for to be bullish. So we shall see. What's SPY doing? Rejected the 9 EMA and VWAP there. If you took the short, looks good. See what happens. AMD looks like it's failing and coming back down to 124 area. So you got a big support area right down here as well. So if it breaks 124 and closes under, it's probably going to shoot down to 123.15. But you do got some areas of support just right down here. But what's SMH doing? Semiconductor ETF. Yeah, I mean, it looks weak. Under yesterday's low, under pre-market low. No reason to really be bullish on these names as of right now. Not really showing anything. Not really showing anything interesting. Walmart. I'm interested. What's Walmart doing? Pulling back right now. Ooh, that's a decent spot here on Walmart for a bounce. It says Walmart's in a 1 hour squeeze too. You see right there? Look. That's why Walmart, look at that. See right here? Look at the reaction candle that happened last time Walmart hit this spot. Like right now, I like Walmart calls. Like right now. Look at that. I really like that. It's in a 1 hour squeeze. It looks like it just fired downside actually, hitting the support area. So, I mean, is this a dip buy right here on Walmart? Look at that. I mean, last time it hit here, it went straight up here. So, I mean, is round two, about to happen? Is it just about to fucking rip back to $93 right here? I don't know. Am I willing to find out? Kinda. So let's put some money where my mouth is. Hold on. Dollar General just ripped? Or is that DLTR that just ripped? Something just ripped. Dollar General did. DG just did. So Walmart. I would do the next week 92s. Pretty cheap. I like 76 bucks here. If it continues to hold this area around 91.50. There's a view up that right there. So if I see some buyers, let me get rid of this one. If I see some buyers step in at this area here on Walmart, and what does that say? It says, according to Lux Algo, it says PWL, so previous week low, kind of lining up with, where's that level at? On Webull, I have it like right here. So I'd wait for, some kind of good reaction, some kind of hammer candle with some volume behind it from the 5, 10, and 15 minute to show right here that this area is going to hold on Walmart. If it does, I like for an intraday kind of move, $92 calls. So we'll see what happens there. Holy shit! Look at SPY! Zone to zone, baby. Zone to zone. That's the long spot. Look at that. Look at the short. Straight down. Retested it. Hit the EMAs in VWAP and straight back down. How fucking easy is that? Look at that. Zone to zone. Drew it out. Look where it's hitting. Almost to the penny. And it's not a bad spot to try a long here on SPY. Let's see what we got. Can I scalp a few calls? Can I do 3 DTEs, you think? Or no? Is that like way too crazy? I do like Monday 600 for a scalp. I wouldn't mind trying that. They're at 70 bucks. See what happens here. How about that freaking back test? Rejection straight down to the freaking zone. Straight down to the zone. Easy. Easy. That was funny. That's funny. I love when stuff like that happens. Just the green candle to buy it back up, but then it just retests view up in the 9 EMA in this downtrend, and they slam it, and it just goes from zone. That's what I drew the arrow for. I said zone to zone. I said, is it really going to be that easy this morning? And look at that. Drew the zone. So now I'm wondering, are they going to hold this area right here? So you got like down to right here. Just right below. So see how this 5-minute candle closes. See if there's any kind of good bounce and reaction off of it, and then grab some of these 600s for Monday for a scalp. But look at that, fucking zone to zone. I think SPY will go to 593. So underneath, yeah, absolutely. SPY breaks this area of support right here. It's going to go down to the next zone. So if it breaks here, it's going to go down to right there, in my opinion, which is going to line up with around 593. So I would mark this area right here. That's where I would say SPY is going next if this zone fails. Oh my God, they're not trying to buy it up. Oh, it closed right underneath of it, right at that level. So yeah, I mean 593, 100% is potentially in play here. TGT still holding up strong, baby. Let's go. What's Walmart doing? Just chilling right there at the low. Come on, TGT. Hold the line. Hold the fucking line. Semis are dumping. That makes me think that NVIDIA and AMD are selling off right now. Yeah. There goes NVIDIA, new low. That means AMD's most likely under 124. Yep. And it broke 120. Look at that. 123.15. Yeah. Going down, down, in a rain. I'm still up 47% on TGT. Those calls are at 206 still. Look at it bouncing right here. It might flag out. It might flag out right here and just go higher. Let's go. SPY dump. Zone to zone, baby. Zone to fucking zone. Alright, nice long wick right there on SPY so far. If it can reclaim 595.3, I'll try those calls. Jeez, Rivian. What are you doing, Rivian? Rivian's back under 14 bucks here. Walmart. Look at that. Holding that. I like it. I like the Walmart. I like the Walmart setup here. I do. SPY still fighting, but not looking good. Not yet. Walmart's still holding this low. See if you can get some kind of a nice hammer candle on the 5, 10, or 15 minute. SPY's probably going to go have a date with that 593. I should sell a freaking call credit spread on this thing. It just starts going down. Oh, SPY's back underneath the daily 9 and 21 EMA, which is not good. IWM just freaking knifed straight down. Did my stop hit? Oh, it did. Stopped in profit on the rest of IWM. Stop still very in profit on TGT. Those are at 190 here, still up 35%. Not worried about that. Oh, Walmart might crack it. Maybe everything's just weak today. Maybe nothing's looking good for a dip buy. Maybe it's just going to be a bloody Friday. Let's see. Dollar Tree is still holding up. Hims is at 27 bucks after rejecting 30 yesterday. Let's see. IWM hitting 223. Could go down 221.50. Next, where's Netflix? Netflix is back under 900. Man. QQQ's fighting around that 520 area. I mean, Oxy looks decent. Palantir is coming down to test. Actually, I think I just did. 78.28 is the daily 9 EMA. It's like every time that's tested, it's like a freaking long. Watch Palantir for potential bounce here. Man, that candle closed very strange on SPY. It's like I want to try the long, but at the same time, like it hit the Monday high, rejected it, closed right below it, inside that little zone right there. So, and it makes me still think the sellers are in control over the buyers right now. Oh no. Someone said the stream is blurry on their end. Let me check mine. Let me check my stream. Let me see. Open live video. I have it clear on my end. I have it pretty clear on mine. And back test and about to make a new low. I think SPY is going to go have a date with that 593. Back test short, go lower. And go crazy with some SPX puts. Oh, 0 days are crazy. Damn, I just saw these contracts at $850. They just jumped $200 per contract gain. What the shit? Oh yeah, look at the candle on SPY. Holy crap. Oh, these things are bouncy. Jesus Christ. AMD still consolidating down there. Nothing. QQQ. Ooh, trend line here on Qs. Ooh, yeah, trend line here on QQQ. I mean, this stupid candle right here on last Friday broke below it, but that's interesting. Long spot. I really like Palantir right here, though, for calls. Believe it or not. I know. I'm looking at calls, and the market is dying right here, but not on SPY and Qs. 135 test on NVIDIA. Tesla 430. Damn, Tesla's down 5% right now. Holy shit. Ooh, Meta might put in a little tweezer bottom. Walmart is holding that level. I keep on looking at it. Amazon? Yeah, we can check out Amazon. Oh, geez Louise, Amazon. All right, let's go to the daily real quick. All right, so it just hit the daily 21 EMA. That looks like a good spot for a potential dip. Long entry there. I think it could go a tad bit lower, honestly, but that is the daily 21 EMA. It's very similar. Go to PLTR, go to the daily, and there's the back test of the 9 EMA. So it's like when it hits these daily EMAs, you usually get some decent reactions off of it, but yeah, so I mean, it's hitting the daily 21, but I would wait to see if there's any buyers present. I mean, they're getting some bottom wicks down here. It's not super convincing by any means, and you're absolutely fighting the trend right now. I mean, it looks like, look, I think SPY's gonna go hit that 593. It's not looking good for SPY. Not looking good at all for the SPY. It can bounce back up and go retest before it goes lower, which I kind of would hope that it does, but I mean, this thing's just looking dumpy. I'm like, damn. It's not looking good for the SPY. I mean, QQQ did have that little trend line right there, but technically that got invalidated. And it's under 520. Yeah, I think the selling pressure just kind of continues right here. It just goes down and hits that next zone. I don't see why it wouldn't. Might stall out for a little bit or do a small relief bounce, but I mean, same thing from before, you know, it knifes all the way down, just back test and goes short. It is a little extended from the EMAs, but it's so close to 593, it's like, just go ahead and like hit it already. Just knife it down, go hit it. There we go. Here we go. I chased some SPX puts there. I'm up like $200 per contract. This is fucking crazy. Oh my god, here we go. Jesus, there it is. 593 on SPY. Oh, they're killing it. They're killing it. I'm up $400 per contract gain now. I'm up 45% on these. 700 to 1100. This is fucking wild. Alright, there's 593. I would definitely just be out here. Fucking wild. Fucking wild. There it is. There's 593. Zone to the next zone. So now where's Casey's next zone downside? Fucking 590. Oh, the Casey algo went short on Qs this morning. Let's go. You're up 200% on fucking SPY puts. Let's go. Great job. So now, next zone. Here. All right, here. I would mark this zone here. That's the next zone down. So, are we just gonna step this thing down to the next one, to the next one? Freaking insane. So down to like 591.8. I think would be next here. Fucking insane. Absolutely insane. About to go lower. $532%. Oh my god. Let's go. Here, I'm gonna post this picture here in just a second. Where I chased that SPX going down to the next zone. Here, I'll show you. Decent bounce right here off that 593 area. Let me post this. All right, there you go. All right, if you go to my X page, I just sent the tweet out. There's the live stream of the chart that you guys are watching right here. There's the SPX 0DTE puts that I took right there. I got a screenshot after I sold one. I sold one at 970. I only took two. Sold one at 970 and then sold the other one at 11. I got a screenshot there right before when it would cross over 40% there. Wicked up to like 11 something for like close to $400 per contract, but by the time I said that and I sold it was 300. Look at this bounce so far though. Nice bounce. So back test now, super extended back test to 595.15 on SPY, 9 EMA, Monday high right there. Good spot to try another short on SPY or SPX. Good reaction. This is the reaction candle that I wanted to see up here off that huge candle, and then the next candle right here, this is the reaction that I wanted to see. And I would have taken the calls and taken them straight back up to retest the previous levels or the EMAs above. That's the reaction I want to see up here. But since I didn't see that reaction, I didn't take the calls. And when it lost the zone and went lower, that's when I just, got into those SPX 0DTEs real quick. Amazon went a little and still around the same low area. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. We're going down, down, around. Mm-hmm. 306% on SPY puts. Let's go. Great job. Love to see it. Meta got a decent bounce there. It's back testing its 90 EMA on the 5 minute right now. Let's go. Nice job on those SPY puts. 306%. You've been in for a minute. Drew said had SPY puts this morning and sold on the EMA back test, and now they're printing. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, that green candle right here this morning, that back test. I mean, it's definitely a scary candle if you're in puts. But the back test and the rejection, I mean, that's where you sold or got stopped out, whatever it is. Sometimes it's the best spot to where people are loading back up. So you got to think about it this way. You were in the puts right here going downside, right? At the open, down all the way down here, right in your green. See this green candle pop back up. The people that missed the short this morning, the entry that you caught, when it pops back up, they're looking to get in on the downside move. So they're going to short the pop up here at the EMAs. So sometimes it's like where your stop is or where you're looking at for your puts, you don't want it to break higher. When it pops back up there and it tests those areas, and then you're like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and sell it here. There's people that are like, this is the spot where they are now want to get in to then short. So sometimes where your stop is at is the best place to reload back into that same position. So potentially something that happened this morning, and it sucks for that to happen, but ain't nothing we can do about it. Just move on to the next trade. It's all good. There's always another trade, always another day. If you came out green with profits to begin with, though, you can't be mad at all. It's a green profitable trade. Sucks to see it run more sometimes, but it's all good. Do you think SPY call will okay from here? SPY call's okay from right here? I would wait, just my opinion, I would wait on the larger, I'd probably wait for a 10 to 15 minute candle that shows that buyers are present down here. This is a good spot, don't get me wrong, but it's the same thing up here. This was a good spot to try it, and the buyers weren't present. So what happened? The sellers just remained in control, and they took it down to the next one. Not really seeing... seeing a good reaction so far on the 5 minute, initial reaction for the pop, but now we're just back down right here. So maybe you want to see a 10 and 15 minute, good reaction, not just the 5 minute smaller time frames. I want to see a 15 minute green candle, at least a hammer candle, something that shows that they are in fact trying to hold this area of support. Until then, the sellers are going to remain in control, and every single pop that's up here, they're just going to slam it straight back down. And that's been the case all morning. So don't fight the trend. It's like I wanted to fight the trend right here, but they didn't show themselves. So what did I do? I got those SPX puts, which, um, I mean, absolutely worked out. So it's a short until proven otherwise. Someone in my Discord is like, I didn't see any put alert for SPY. I'm like, I didn't take SPY puts. I'm live streaming right now, and I just chased SPX 0DTE puts from that zone right here to go down to the next zone. Let's see, what's QQQ doing? QQQ can be a good long, potentially down here. In your previous month high, that lines up with this order block and a Monday low around 516 to 516.7. It's in the announcement. Go to the announcements in the Discord, and it has the link to the stream where I'm at right now. SPY new low a day. It looks like it's still a short the pop every opportunity. So watch for these back tests of the EMAs for shorts. Ooh, Keith just sent this in the money put orders. 568, 565, 565, and 568 puts for February 21st, 2025. 6.5 million, 6 million, 6 million, and 6.5 million. Ooh. Not looking good for SPY. If a few of you guys can go over to the X post with my SPY chart, and then that little SPX, a little trade right there, just showing the zones and the levels that I have here on SPY. If you could go to my page and just like and retweet that, let people see that stream, that chart, that they can't be here on the stream. That way it shows them my zones and my levels. If you could just go like and retweet that post. It's the most recent one at the top of my page right now. I would greatly appreciate that. I like to share my SPY charts. Going lower, next zone, again, 591.8. Looks like that's going to be next. So now zone to zone to zone to zone. This is the fourth one. Here we go. If you're short still, I mean, every time it's making these flashes down on these new lows, I'd be scaling a little bit, taking some profits there. Like those freaking SPX puts, they went back to 550 and they just hit 1,300. They just went over $800 per contract gain for like 125%, like that quick. Back up here near the 9 EMA rejection, take it straight back down, instant 100% on those SPX puts. That's how fast those fucking things are. They're moving. That's insane. But yeah, if you could go like and retweet that post, I'd appreciate it. Let people see that chart. Appreciate you, Cam. Thank you. QQQ, I still think you can go a little bit lower. IWM, 221.50. There it is. There's the spot on IWM. This is previous day low. So you could see a bounce here across the board. I still think SPY can go a little bit lower. I think QQQ go a little bit lower. So IWM loses 221.55, previous day low. The next low down here would be the 220 cycle level. So I think Qs can just go a little bit lower, just a little bit. AMD just consolidating down there. See if SPY goes and hits that next little zone down there. If there's another ticker you guys want me to look at outside of watching SPY dump, just let me know. Someone said the only thing green I see is oil. Yeah, like XOM. I mentioned that this morning because Kevin put that on. Watching the Discord. Yeah, energy was looking good. Dollar General has a flag right here and is looking pretty decent. DLTR is still just sideways, not seeing much there. Let's see. HIMS is under 27. Watch for 26.50 for a bounce there. Let's see, what else? I like that little doji candle on IWM on the 5. The 10-minute closes in about 3 minutes. So far, it's trying to form a hammer candle. So off that previous day low area, depending on how this candle closes, I like it for the long. But again, I still think everything can go a little bit, just a little bit lower before any kind of good bounce. Just that next target downside, I think. I just don't see why they would slam it all the way down here and not hit that next zone downside. So I just wicked off that 593 back test. Still makes me think that sellers. Did Casey Algo alert anything yet? I don't think it alerted the short. No, nothing on the 5, 10 or 15. So just straight price action, just zone to zone. Nothing crazy today. Amazon looks like it's gonna go hit that next low. I think it's just like around 220. Just another. It's mainly like another dollar and change on most of these names that where these next zones are at. So it's a short the pop until further notice right now. Let's see what looks good. Palantir is still holding down near that level. This is the spot. This is the spot on Palantir. 78.14 down to 77.75. Like this is like my back test long spot. Now the daily and weekly do not look too good with the candlesticks, so I'm not 100% convinced on this back test, but I mean, I still kind of like it, not gonna lie. PLTR, Palantir. So go to the daily. Yeah, see those candles on the daily? I don't like that one bit. Not one bit. Got a trend line here, see, and it could come down to like right here. But I have a spot right like here. And throw on the daily 921, and that daily 9 EMA is at 78.13. Palantir is at 78.14. So they're at least sitting right on it. So, like, it's a long spot right here, this back test that I like. Right here. It's just, see the reaction candles? This is what I mean by reaction candles. So I mentioned this earlier, and they're like, how do you find these levels and spots, right? It's just like this, right? Look at the reaction when it got tested right here, right? Reacted, straight back down. Entered up here again. Look at the reaction. Huge red candle straight back down. It took a huge green candle to rip it back up. That's how you know this is an area of like importance here on PLTR. It takes a move like this to rip straight through it. That way they can stop freaking rejecting it and slamming it back down. Bulls got to really take over this spot. So what do? They break through it, they close above it, and it goes higher. They back tested it again here, and look at the reaction. Bought straight back up, consolidation went higher. So now we're hitting it again. So that's why I'm like, this is a spot on Palantir. This can be a spot. It could go lower. You can see this big area of consolidation right here across the middle. I guarantee if you put volume point of control on, it's probably going to be in there. Yeah, there it is. So coming back down to the trend line and near that volume point of control, that could be the better long spot on Palantir. But I mean, I'd say it's definitely worth a shot right here at this same spot. So one of these two places would be a good dip buy on PLTR. So I kind of like it right here, not gonna lie. Let's see. Got like 82s for next week on Palantir. PLTR. January 3rd. $82s aren't bad. They're about $1.30. So if we can see some decent buyers step in down here on Palantir. And it's holding down here, so I'm going to keep this right here on watch on Palantir. I like it. QQQ is back testing the 9. SPY just back tested the 9. So now wonder if this is another slam short. Someone just said, please look at Palantir. I'm like, hey, I just got done talking about that on the stream. So, yeah, I mean, I do like it here for a potential long. Just got to get confirmation of something that buyers are present here. TGT, still looking good. TGT still looking good, baby. I'm still on the calls. They are at 208. They're still up 48%. Let's fucking go. Let's see. Palantir, what you gonna do? Like a break and close above 78.75 on the a 5-minute, maybe with a 10 or 15-minute hammer candle right here, I think would be solid. Let's go, TGT. Come on, TGT. 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 Q's getting a nice little bounce right there. Everly is outside my door asking me if I want a cookie. She was laying underneath, or laying on the ground, and had her mouth like right to where the little space is at the bottom of the door. Is going, cookie dada, cookie dada. Getting a nice reaction here so far. Back to the upside on SPY, Qs. Palantir looking good. Alright. Looking decent here. Looking decent. Fucking Rivian. These 17... Whoopsies. The $17 covered call on Rivian is up 55%. Plus 55%. I haven't entered into anything on Palantir. Nothing yet. Just watching. It might be too late in the day to take a credit spread on Spire Qs. I would have rather had been earlier when I said I should just go ahead and slam a call credit spread short. That was the time to do it. I ain't gonna do it now. I'll leave it be. If anything, I would, once it hits that next zone downside, I would try the put credit spread, just risk to reward. Is better, but everything is still just popping up to the EMAs and getting slapped back down. So, I mean, the trend is still downside as of right now until they show us otherwise. There's 2,500 people in here. I appreciate you guys. I'm just babbling, just looking at shit. So if there's anything specific you want me to take a look at, please let me know. Alright, I like how the 30 minutes, see the reactions off this area. I mean, I wanted it a little bit lower, but I mean, it got close enough. So, alright, popping up here by the tested area on PLTR. Palantir. Palantir. Alright. $82 calls on Palantir for next week. $1.35. Bing, bang, boom. see what Palantir does, baby. SPY looking decent. Let's go TGT. I'm actually going to put TGT next to PLTR because I like these two the best. See if TGT gives that a new high. Rip it. Rip it. Come on now. Rip it. I actually don't. I mean, if this is the bottom of the day and they do start to really push SPY and Qs, I don't mind doing that put credit spread down here. Like I said, risk to reward. I want it a little bit lower, but I actually don't hate it, don't mind it. I don't see SPY going underneath like 588, and I can sell. I can go to 587s, honestly. Let's see, vertical 2. I can do, no, I gotta do 588. 588 and 586. I could do. Sell 20 for 6. I put an order in 588, 586, SPY 0 DTE put credit spread. Palantir pushing. Nice. Nice. There we go, SPY. Nice push on SPY. Nice pop here on Palantir. Hey. Hey, yo. Oh. I sniped the bottom on Palantir today, potentially. Let's go. Let's go. Do 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 do. Bound chicken, bound, bound. I'm gonna adjust my order on SPY. I'm gonna take them at 5. 588, 586 put credit spread, 0 DTE. Put credit spread at 0.5. We'll look to add a call credit spread potentially later. All right. Palantir. Oh, about the trim. About to make a trim here on PLTR. Let's fucking go. Thank you. All right. I'm going to take a trim here on Palantir, hitting VWAP and 21 EMA. What a beautiful push. Beautiful push here on Palantir. And first target hit right there. Boom. All right, going to trim here. 154. Almost $20 per contract gain. Oh, filled 155. Woo! Come on. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Look at that. Target hit perfectly. Look at that. Bah. Let's go. target still at 50%. Nice. Nice move here on Palantir. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. Come on, Palantir. Let's go. Probably going to see a rejection, but then I want to see a higher low get put in. Tesla's pushing back up. Rivian's pushing back up. Dollar General, I talked about that earlier. It just made a new high day. Here we go. Let's go. All right, 157 here on Palantir. Pushing. Let's go, Palantir. Let's go. Yes, sir. Rip it. 160 here. 160 on Palantir. I was going to add the farther out 85s too because they were cheap. They were like 66 bucks. What are they at right now? Those are 85s. They're at 82. All right, 160 here on Palantir. Nice. Nice move, PLTR. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. Try and get this this chart out here in just a second. There we go. All right, 162 here on Palantir. Approaching 20%. Take a little trim off here. Popping above view off in the 21 EMA. Stop is going to go to break even now. This trade does not go red. Does not go red now. Sending it out in Discord. Let's go. Anyone take those Palantir calls? Anyone in Palantir? Let's go. Oh man, the 85s. they would have printed just a little bit more. Percentage-wise, they would have just a little bit more. Let's go. Let's go, Palantir. Off the Daily 9 EMA. We charted it out. Look. We told you where the good bounce is going to be at. Look. It was that easy. Even if it fails now, the initial reaction off of it, I mean, it's based on a larger time frame, right? Right there. That's what you want to see. Right? Look at that. We charted it out, baby. How easy was that? Like, I'll chart it out again because I don't think I took a screenshot earlier when I charted it out. But I'm going to have to post here in a few. Just doing a recap of the trade. So. Look. That's it on the larger time frame right there. This is the intraday. Right there. Pounds here on both charts right here. I'm going to screenshot that bad boy. Beautiful. But that trade does not go red. All right, so now I want to see this pop up to $80 next on Palantir, and I will take another trim. But again, this trade does not go red. 20% is a nice 20%. Again, one of my rules, if it's good enough for me to take profits, it's not going to cost me money in the end. So that's why my stop goes to entry now. Nasty rejection on spine cues. Not what I want to see. Not what I want to see. I mean, that was the spot to do it, I suppose. It almost got back up to the 21 EMA. Holy shit, what a rejection that is. Nasty rejection. Oh, nice. You took some Palantir calls, but for January 17. Nice, nice. SPY's not looking good right here. Oh, no. Not looking good. IWM got a hard rejection right there as well. Let's see. Ooh, MU just got hit with some volume. MU just got hit with like 2 million volume. Coming back down a little bit here. Let's see. Amazon still sitting around that low down there. QQQ a tad bit stronger than SPY. A tad bit stronger than SPY. There's a little bit of divergence. Because SPY almost went down to low of date right there. QQQ's in a spot where it can put in a higher low. It's not near low of day. It's about $1.40 off. So Q's a tad bit stronger. What is strong right now? Is there any tech name that's pushing or holding up decent? Not Meta, not Microsoft, not Google, not Tesla. I'm not really seeing any strength on any tech names right now. So just a little bit of divergence, I suppose. Nothing crazy. Brown chicken, brown, brown. Well, I guess while we're watching the see SPY right here, see what happens with Palantir here. I'm going to post Palantir chart here in just a second. If you guys could like and retweet that, I appreciate it. Boom, chicka, bam, bam. That's what my baby says. Look at the volume that kicked in there too. On that options contract, the volume that came in there was nice. Let me get a screenshot of that too, because that's nice. Looks like SPY is dropping or rejecting 593. Don't like to see that. Dun, 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 dun. Let me get this post. Where's this chart? There we go. There we go. Palantir, $82 call. There we go. All right. So charted this out on the live stream here on X and called out my exact PLTR trade. Took $82 calls January 3rd. 135 to 160 here. And there's the chart showing why I took those calls. All right, beautiful. Let me get that sent out. Nice little move on pounds here. Nothing crazy. No, 20% is 20%. It is what it is. SPY's still sitting down here. Man, it's almost lunchtime. If SPY can make a W right here and double bottom and push back up to 595, I'll probably end up closing the credit spread. Hopefully over 50% by that time, right before lunch, and then call that a day. But you would want to see right here, hold, go back up, and then see if it goes higher. I mean, that's a possibility right there if SPY does double bottom right there. So we shall see if it holds or if it loses this area. I think it's just going to go down and hit that next zone lower. I mean, the trend's still been down all morning. So all right, just put that post out on X for Palantir. So if everybody could please just go to the X profile. Look at my top post there on my profile. There's the screenshot of the Palantir chart, okay? So on the left side, that is the 4 hour. Again, the daily 9 EMA lines up in that highlighted gray area, but the main portion of the entire technical analysis for that was that reaction zone there based on the 4 hour chart, which it had just tested again. So you'll see it tested it 2 times from the underside here on the left, 1 and 2, took a big strong green candle to break above it and it ripped, back tested it 1 time, back tested it 2 times here. So before this is an SR flip area. This highlighted gray spot's SR flip area. So rejected it twice, it breaks through it, retested it twice. So caught it here on the second time. So I actually missed it. I charted this out the other day live in the Premium Discord, and I put the alert at 77.75 on Palantir to go long, and it back tested it. I missed the entry. It retraced it so quick. You'll see the wick right there, obviously, and then it ripped to new highs. So I already had this charted out a few days ago and missed it. So kind of happy getting a little bit of portion back. Not even anywhere close. You know, Palantir ripped to fucking $85 last time this spot was tested, and I missed it. You know, it ripped $7 off of it. So, and I mean, it's only up, you know, what, $1 and, you know, $1.25 so far. So it did like 4 to 5x this move last time. So I missed it because we were in a bunch of other trades, and I mean, made money on the other trade, so not too upset from it. So I'm glad I got to circle back a little bit and make some money from Palantir now. So that post is on X. So if you could go share that chart, I appreciate it. I like sharing technical analysis and charts more than like I actually do trading sometimes. SPY is not looking good. It's about to make a new low. Uh, 591.80 is my next level on SPY. which it is almost there. What's the QQQ doing? Did it make that lower low yet? No, not yet. That's where I think QQQ can still go. I don't want it to go any lower. But IWM back tested. Almost near the 21 EMA. Hasn't put in a lower low just yet. SPY looks like it's going to. I mean, until, honestly, it's above VWAP and the 21 EMA, again, the trend's still down. Underneath 591.80, 590.25 is the next spot. Where I see SPY potentially falling to... Google got hit with a little bit of volume on that previous candle, not a lot, 500,000, putting in a higher low, which is good. A lot of names are trying to put in higher lows. Like Microsoft's trying to put in a higher low. HIMS is trying to put in a higher low. IWM looks very weak, but it could bounce right here and put in that higher low. Q's is still doing that. Oxy just got hit with a little bit of volume a little bit ago too. Meta's creeping back up, higher lows here. So like that right there. So watch to see which way this breaks on Meta. But if it can break and hold above this area about right here, I'm just going to line up with where VWAP and the 21 EMA is. So for Meta, if you wanted to get long Meta for whatever reason, right, you want to see it bounce, it needs to break above the 921 EMA, or 921 EMA and VWAP, which are all sitting right here. So this is all resistance, and this level right here. You'll see how it held this morning. Huge red candle to knife below it, right? That means this is an area of importance. So you want to see it break. It needs to break these EMAs, break VWAP, break that level. It's all lining up right here. And then it's going to do the SR flip and then go higher. So then your call entry would be there, right? On point B, off the trend line, off the confirmation of the break, the SR flip, right in this area. That would be like the call entry spot. So that's what you kind of look for potential trend reversal. Palantir, see, like Palantir, it hit VWAP and hit the 21 EMA. There's no trend reversal on Palantir intraday yet. Palantir is still a short the pop every single time. I was able to just catch the bottom and catch the pop to go to the upside. So hitting 21 EMA and VWAP here on Palantir, yeah, that's a take profit for me. It's the reason why I took profit and the reason why my stop's at entry now, because in order to be a good bull, you have to know where are the bears, and that's where the bears are sitting at. So what do? When it hits that area, look so far. Just like 4 red candles straight in a row here on Palantir on the 5-minute, right after I sold or took profit on some of those contracts. So now what I would want to see is this area right here, the 78.71, this area here in the 9 EMA. I would want to see, let me get this out of the way because that's fucking annoying. I want to see this spot right here now hold. I want to see right here. I want to see this hold as support. If it starts to break underneath this spot right here, it's going to stop me out of the rest. So I potentially got in early on a potential trend reversal, but it has not been confirmed. It's still lower lows and a lower high. This would be the spot where they would slam it and come back down and make a lower low and sell it off all the way down here to 77.4 potentially. So SPY just back tested and rejected 593. That's not good for a bull. That's looking like more downside potentially to come. So, man, what a downside move on SPY. I mean, holy shit, look at this. From yesterday at the close, wow. 602 to 592, a $10 move. Just overnight and today. Absolutely brutal on SPY. Insane. Watch Meta though. Meta could be interesting, you know? Break and hold over 594.4. Probably 594.50 to be honest with you. Just adjust it by a few cents. Could be decent. It is a very bloody day. Buenos dias. We've been going for 2 hours, guys. My laptop is getting warm. How warm is it? It's not too bad. It's just heating up a little bit. We'll be all right. But almost 3,000 people in here. I mean, amazing. Love you guys. I mean, appreciate you hanging out. Nice. QQQ puts. Let's go. 93%, $380. Great work. Great work. Great job. So, these streams, they are saved to my YouTube channel and here on X. So again, this is the reason why I ask people to like and retweet the stream, because the people that can't attend this live, if they want to watch it later on to see what I talked about, what charts I looked at, mainly just for educational stuff and the technical analysis behind it, just to recap and watch the videos, they have a place to find it. So if that's why I ask. So if everyone could please just like and retweet the actual stream itself here on X. It is recorded, that way everyone can watch and find it later. So I appreciate you guys. I just retweeted it myself. So it's at the top of my page right now. Chicken. Oh man, is the live not going anymore on X? No, it's going. There we go. Let me double check. Oh, you can hear freaking Everly shaking that toy in the background though, because I heard it watching the... Because it's delayed by like 15 seconds, so I can talk and then I'll hear myself 15 seconds later. Nice little bounce on SPY. Palantir still sitting right here. This is where you want it to hold. That's where you want that to hold. What's Tessie doing? There you go. Okay. Tesla looks good. I like this. I like Tessie right here. Okay. I like it. Could be a little cup and handle action right here. So Tessie holds, comes up here, breaks, puts in that higher low, is going to be above the 21 EMA, probably sitting right at VWAP by that time, breaks above that, you know, get that push higher. So Tesla looks pretty good right here. Got a little higher low on the 5 minute. 10 minute has a potential morning star reversal that's going to close in 5 minutes. Look at that. That's what you want to see right here. You see this huge green hammer candle right here on the 15-minute? This is like earlier when someone asked me about SPY calls, and I was like, I want to see buyers present on the 10 and 15-minute chart. That's what you want to see. That's where I take those calls right there. When I see that long wick and I see that hammer candle close right there, I'm in calls. And then look, he gets that move right back up here. Tessie's getting a little bit of a pop to the 21 EMA now. SPY's getting that pop back above the 9. So watch this right here. Watch this on Tessie. But that's exactly what you want to see. So I forgot who it was earlier who was asking about like a SPY call is good here. And I'd be like, I'd wait to see if buyers are present, you know, on that 10 and 15-minute chart. You want to see that green candle, that hammer candle come in off those areas of support. That's what you want to see right there on Tesla. Perfect. Take the calls, take them back up here to view up in the EMAs, take profit, because there's going to be a potential lower high where they can slam it. Like I said, in order to be a good bull, you have to know where the bears are at, where they could step in. So, but right there, that would have been perfect. I mean, Tesla was at 433 and some change, and it popped up here to 437 and some change. So caught a nice $4 move on Tesla. So you could have got the entry, probably on this candle here. You could put your stop just underneath that candle or use low of day potentially as your stop. That would have been your entry. I think 15-minute, it probably would have been 10:30. It would have been this candle, actually. Yeah, and then look, you get the pop, break the 9, go straight up here near the 21 EMA. Pulls back down to this trend line here. And now it's potentially popping up higher. So that would have been a good intraday pop on Tesla, similar to, something on Palantir. Look at that. You see how I said I wanted Palantir to hold right here? Look what just happened. Look at that little 5-minute hammer candle right there. That's bullish. An area of support, you get a green hammer candle. Same thing on Tesla. Look at this rip. Look at this Palantir candle. Look at that. Same shit. Same shit. You get the 15-minute hammer off support on Tesla, goes higher. Palantir, 5-minute candle, hammer candle off support, it goes higher. Look at that. I literally was just right here. This is what you want to hold support. And what happens? Buyer step in. So nice. Still back testing 21 EMA and VWAP, so nothing's been confirmed yet. Does look like a potential cup and handle now after the rounded bottom, the push up, consolidation down, the higher low, and then push back up right here. So now you got the handle. This is what I like to see, because now the cup and handle breakout is going to take it to target 2 to go to the upside. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Look at Tessie. Here we go. Look at SPY. Here we go. Here we go. Tesla. PLTR. Tesla. Boom, baby. Look at that. Fucking impeccable timing. What's Meta doing? Meta almost up to that level. Meta's almost up to that level. It still has some more work to do. Tesla's was a lot better. There it is. All right, there's target A on Tesla. So now you can see a rejection here on Tesla, pull back down, hold the 9 EMA, hold the trend line, but the higher low and go higher. But if you're long Tesla right now, this is a spot. Take a little bit of profit on this pop. Beautiful. Beautiful. SPY pushing. Didn't make a new low of day. Is it going to give that W? The one that I charted out here? Is it going to give it? Oh, testing the 21. I should have added to that put credit spread. Palantir came right back to entry, and we're back up to 150 here. Look at this SPY candle. Jesus. Oh, shit. Tesla. Let's go. Let's go. All right. If you're long, I'd be taking some profits right here. Just my opinion. Right here. Like right now. Right here, right now. I'd be taking some profit right here. I'm pretty sure my put credit spread was down like 125% on that downside move. And if it broke below a day, I was going to, or the 591.80, I was just going to end up cutting it there. For probably about 200% loss on it. And we're back up to entry spot. So now if we just chill and chop sideways or go higher, we're solid. See the rejection here on SPY? You see across the board? That's the reason why I said it's a good spot to take profit. Look. Look right there. Same thing. 1, 2, 3. Tesla. Look at that. PLTR. Look at that. There's red candles. In order to be a good bull, you have to know where the bear is going to step in. So if you're long and it rips all the way up here, it's a good spot to trim a little bit. Catch those big moves. Take your profits. Move a stop up. And just let it keep working for you if it works out. All right, PLTR. You know the deal. Target 2. Target 2. Inbound. Come on. Come on now. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. All right, so Tesla's at that spot. I mean, you got a big spot up here on Tesla. I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to rip all the way up there right now, but it absolutely could. You got a big spot near right here. That would probably be like full target. Here we go. Push it. Come on. Push it. That's what you would want to see on Tesla right here. So this is target 1 spot. That's target 2. That's target 3. Risk to reward overall in this trade from start to finish would be 3.25. So, you know, scale on the way up could be like a +2 risk to reward. So, which is good. It means you risk losing $100, you're gonna make 200. You risk losing $500, you're gonna make $1,000. Kind of how that works. PLTR popping up here. Love the cup and handle setup right now so far. It's looking fantastic. Right here, got your rounded bottom. And if I was on spaces right now, it's be like, I'll show you a rounded bottom. Trend line, right there. Consolidation area for the cup, or for the handle off the cup, boom. And you want to see it hold. Right off here, off this yellow line right here. This is the spot where you get the calls. Off the support. So now let's see if it pushes up higher. Come on now. Come on now, Palantir. Palantir retesting the same previous high from the trim earlier. So if you missed the entry, if you got him back down here on the 9 EMA back test and the hammer candle off this support area, you can take that trim right there if you missed it the first time. Gave it to you the second time. 30 points on MES. Great. Great job. All right. Tesla so far rejecting target A. Or point A, right at target 1. Sorry. So potentially pull back down to the trend line near this midpoint here at the EMAs. 921 EMA, perfectly fine. Want to see that higher low and continue higher. SPY still fighting right here at that same spot, right across. Let me get rid of all this. kind of free up some clutter on the chart because we got the levels. We don't really need to see the exact shaded zones right now. Oh, that's the equilibrium. See, there you go. This is why you gotta know these spots. You gotta have these spots marked on your chart. Before you take a trade, you need to know what your risk to reward is. Where are you gonna take profit at, and where are you gonna sell this thing for a loss? Most of mine are not based on percentage or dollar gains. It's based on the chart. It's literally like SPY earlier, taking the puts. It was take the puts when it closes underneath this level or this zone, and I'm going to sell down here. I don't care if I'm up 15%. I was up 45%. So example, I don't care if I'm up 15%. I don't care if I'm up 45%. When it hits that target area, I take the trim for whatever it is. If I like I said, if I'm up 15%, I take the trim. If I'm up 45%, I take the trim. It's based on what the chart is telling me. I don't really look at the P&L until it starts to hit my target areas. It's kind of not really irrelevant to me because how much you're up percentage-wise and dollar amount makes, a huge difference. It's very important as a trader. How much are you up on your position? 100%. But I like to watch the chart when I'm in the trade. I want to see where I'm taking these calls at right here and why. And when it gets up to a certain point, I know that's a spot where they can slam it for this instance of 100 calls. So because of that, I'm going to take profit there. And again, I don't care if I'm up $20 a contract. I don't care if I'm up $80 a contract. I'm going to take profit right up there. Hopefully it's something decent, not like fucking 5 or 6% or something like that. You want to see something decent, 15, 20%. I'm perfectly fine. 15, 20% gains. That's where I start taking my profit and then put my stop at entry. And if it goes to 30, 40, 50, 100, 400%, whatever it is, cool. Just scale out and trim along the way and fucking leave a runner. Oh my God. That is one of the biggest game changers. Leave a runner. So at some point, you're going to have to ask yourself, like, where am I going to sell majority of this for profit? And you got to be happy with, obviously, your trades and where you're taking profit. You put $1,000 into a trade and it goes, 50%. Right? If you held full position, which most likely you wouldn't, I know I wouldn't, you'd be at $500. So you're going to scale out along the way. So say you only capture an average of a 30% move. You scale at 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and you're up like 50% right here at the end, right? So overall, let's say your average profit on this trade is plus 30%, which means you're going to be up $300. Are you happy with that $300? 100%. So you lock that in, right? You lock in $300, except for maybe, like that one contract, that one runner. Say that contract, you bought them for $100 and they're at 150, right? You let that runner go back to entry, back to your $100 or in profit at, at $1.20, you're going to lock in 20%. You only lost $30, 30% of profit on that runner. Perfectly fine. Lock that in. But you're obviously not going to let it cost you money, not going to let it go red. But if it continues to go and it goes to that plus 100, plus 200, think about it. You locked in $300 of profit. You got that one contract left that went from 100 to 150, right? So 50%. That thing runs, 200%, and then you decide to sell it. You're going to sell it at $3 from $1, which means you're now up $200 just on that one contract. You locked in $300 originally on the larger portion of your initial trade whenever you took this. That one runner almost matched the entire profits from before. Leaving a runner and just trailing it, moving the stop up, whatever it is, it's super, super beneficial. PLTR, slapped again at the same spot, same thing. Pop up, reject, came back down. reload, pop back up, reject. That's an evening star on the 5, very bearish sign there on PLTR. Tesla is doing exactly what it looks like I want it to do here. So retesting the 21 EMA, it can break it, come down to the 9 and hit this trend line near point B, and then continue higher to the next targets. So keep that on watch. SPY is still rejecting that exact same spot. So want to see if things can potentially bounce here off these EMAs and retest. Lunch starts in 20 minutes though. Someone said thoughts on Hood. Looks like a possible head and shoulders on the higher time frame. Let's take a look. Higher time frame, I'd imagine you're probably looking at least the daily, right? Let me know. Look at that 34 right here. Look at that 34 bounce that I had marked. You see, wicked off of it, rejected right here. Big green candle, shoot through it. SR flip over here, ripped higher, did it again. Same thing. It's literally like the PLTR setup. I don't see a head and shoulder. Maybe right here. You're looking at the 4 hour, maybe. If Mark is still on here. I'm thinking maybe that's what you're looking at here is this potential head and shoulders. I mean, I could see it. It doesn't look... The only thing I don't like is that big drop right here. Because if this was the left shoulder, this was the head. And then if it held this previous area low right here, all this consolidation right here, if it held that and created this right shoulder that's kind of doing now, I would say so because that would be my neckline. But it broke it and came all the way down here to 34 and retraced it. So it's not 100%, but definitely something to keep on watch. There's the SPY rejection. Tesla. What's she doing? Chilling right there at the EMAs. And Palantir, again, 5-minute evening star right there. That's bearish. If I wasn't long, am I about to be stopped on the rest? I gotta go check. Almost about to hit the stop and back at entry on it. But evening star right there off resistance. It looks like a good short on Palantir. It leads back down the right here. But I mean, this right now, this is chop. I mean, between 78.70 and 79.50, this right here is just a choppy spot on Palantir. So just got to be careful. Oh, look at that short on SPY. Let me get this out of the way. Look at that, right off that freaking same spot. What is going on with SPY? Holy rejection on SPY. Palantir coming down with it. Tesla coming down slightly. Still not under 21 just yet. SPY, that's fucking crazy. Crazy candles. We got like 15 minutes. We're going to lunch. Oh man. Tessie. Tessie looks so good. I really like this on Tesla. I really like it on Tesla. Meta rejected that level almost to the penny. Remember that level I said it was like 0.45 to 50? Look. It was right up here. It was, what's the high? 50. Just broke the trend line to the downside. SPY just chilling back there at the low. I like Tessie. I really like how this 5 minutes about to close as well. IWM chart looks so freaking weird. Tessie. Man, there's contracts are so expensive now. You gotta go like so far out of the money to get something like under $2. Going like $500 strike right now. Like Tesla, $500 call January 3rd right now, $1.95. Like how much is this really gonna move? Being this far out of the money. What's the delta on this thing? Delta is 0.10. So if it popped up $3, I mean decent, I guess. But nothing crazy. Watch Tesla. Watch Tesla. SPY just fucking PLTR coming in and sitting there. I'm not gonna expect too much of a move here on SPY and Qs. I do like Tesla though. Out of all the charts right now, I think she looks the best. Putting in higher high, higher lows, broke the trend line. It's just right at the midpoint now going into lunch. Do I think it's going to explode like right here, right now? Probably not. But on the back half of the day, I mean, this can be the stronger name. Definitely probably would not do 0 days on any of this shit. Except for, you know, catching huge volume moves on SPY and SPX. Like earlier, I mean, catch 40% in one candle. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, nasty rejection on VWAP there. Now it's testing the 9 EMA and point B on the trend line. This is what you want to see. SPY just, disgusting. Put it in a body bag. I mean, Google looks like a bear flag that's about to break down right here. I think the market might go lower here. Microsoft as well. Oh, we might go lower right here. Looking across the board. Watch the dump right here before lunch. I think QQQ is testing the trend line right now. SPY and is already going. A lot of things look like bear flag breakdowns. Yeah, Q's is breaking the trend line briefly right now, but it's kind of sitting on it. Oh, are they going to flush it? Oh, are they going to flush it? Right before lunch? I see a lot of bear flags. Oh, SPY about to make a new low. NVIDIA's underneath the trend line. There goes Microsoft. There goes Google. I'm just looking at my Weeble chart right now. I was like, oh my god, this is not looking good across the board. There it is. SPY new low day. Type it in the Discord right now. It's not looking good. PLTR coming back under. Tesla. Not looking good. Everything's starting to fail. There it goes. There it goes. There she goes. Microsoft, new low of day. Google, about to make a new low of day. Q's just broke the trend line. Holy shit. All right, next target hit on SPY. Hit. 591.80. Jesus Christ. Talk about SPY. Freaking bloody Friday. Jesus. Look at these candles. All right. Well, we're coming into lunch. SPY's been a short all day. There has not been a confirmation of trend reversal or upside on SPY. This was the first time the 21 EMA was tested, and it lined up with that previous high rejection. Risk to reward said watch for the short. If it broke above this top yellow line and the Monday high, like I said, that would be trend reversal, but does not appear to be so. Tesla hitting back down near that same low, that order block right here. QQQ, what you doing? Yeah, broke trend line, equal low. I still think it can go down right here. Right there. That's where SPY definitely a lot weaker than Q's. Let's see, Google did not make a new low. Microsoft did. Let's see. Going down the list on Webull right now. IWM almost at the 220, so it's almost at that next spot downside. NVIDIA is actually similar to Tesla. NVIDIA and Tesla, very similar charts here. Meta just flushed, not a new low. Apple, Jesus, why didn't no one tell me to chart Apple today? Talk about a short all day long. Look at that 9 EMA. Look at that ride all the way down. Every single time it hits the 9 EMA, just get puts. Okay, now Apple's at a long spot, though. This is not a bad spot to try an Apple long. Look. Oh, look, it already highlighted the zone for me right there. Oh, Apple calls now? Off the low down here? Ooh. Fight the trend. Fight the trend. I mean, I don't hate it. On the daily, oh, it's the daily 9 EMA too? Oh, man. The initial reaction, same thing as Palantir. This could be a 20% pop on some calls right here. I mean, not a bad spot. Type that in Discord real quick. Apple could be a long right here. Not gonna lie. But the weekly is a shooting star, and the daily looks like a potential evening star for a scalp. For a scalp intraday. Because the weekly and daily are ugly. But big support here. Yeah, Apple on the weekly. Look, the shooting star does not look good going into next week. Look at that. Look at this red shooting star right at the top of Apple. That doesn't. After, I mean, this huge breakout right here. I mean, coming back down to 240 is not out of the question. That's an ugly shooting star. Swinging short on Apple actually looks pretty decent. The daily, you could potentially articulate an evening star up here. You'll see there's the daily 9, the blue EMA that's right there, which has held this nice uptrend so far. But the candlestick setup itself on the daily and weekly, it does not look good. 4-hour candle on Apple is just a straight candle just down. Testing this area though, I mean, this is the spot. this is the spot to where it could do it again. Third time's the charm. Hourly just closed. Now it's lunchtime. So, I mean, that. Yeah, this could be the spot where it could do it. I think, if anything, it could be short lived intraday pop, similar to a Palantir. But. Let's pull up Apple calls real quick on Webull Options chain. Relatively cheap. I mean, next week 260s are stupid cheap. They're 50. You can go a strike above, which, I mean, they both have decent volume and open interest on it. The 257.5s for next week, those are obviously double the price. They're $1 still, but not bad. I mean, this would be something similar to the Tesla, where I would wait for the 10 and 15 minute here to see if there's going to be a nice green hammer candle that forms down in this area. And then I would try to shoot for a potential long intraday there on Apple. But let me send this last post out. Over 3,000 people. Man, I appreciate you guys just coming and hanging out with me today. Again, I don't do too much on Fridays, but I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out, trading and talking. Appreciate you guys. All right, let me send this last post out here. SPY. I think everything just looks like we're gonna go lower. I mean, I still don't see why we don't hit those next zones downside. Video, Tesla, and what? Palantir. Palantir was a decent one today. Nice little intraday move. All right, guys, that is gonna be it for me today. It's lunchtime. I'm gonna go take care of the kiddos, have some lunch, put them down for a nap, and then probably go to the gym. And then in Power Hour, I'll be back on. I'll be in the premium Discord, and then looking at some things for potential swings over the weekend. Seeing how things are closing up on the weekly time frames, the daily and weeklies, mainly the weeklies. Like Apple's currently got that shooting star on the weekly, so looking a little bit bearish over there. So going to be looking at potential swing setups like that. Remember, the market is closed early next week on Wednesday, I believe. So we have another short week next week. So one last thing that I request from you guys here on X, I just posted a picture. If you guys can go to my profile real quick, go look at that recent post right there. That's me sitting right here at this desk with my laptop and my coffee and my new microphone. Just sitting here hanging out. So over 3,000 of you guys tune in hanging out today on this Friday stream. So if you guys could just like and retweet that, I appreciate you guys' support hanging out here on this fine Friday afternoon, this bloody Friday afternoon, may I say that. Absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, watch underneath here. You know, you got that next zone down here on SPY, and then underneath that, I mean, all the way down here. So it's inside the zone right here. It's not at the bottom just yet. But then after that, 590.25 to 589.65. After that, I mean, you got Monday's low down here near that 587.50-ish area. So that's what I would look for. Potentially the downtrend continues until you see some confirmation of a higher low above all EMAs and VWAP. I don't think we have a intraday trend reversal just yet. It's still a short the pop and short at the resistance areas until you see some confirmation of that above the EMAs and VWAP with the higher lows. So don't fight the trend until something is more clear. Zoom out a little bit, look at your 10, 15 minute and your hourly charts as well. Going into the back half of the day after lunchtime, see what the story is setting up here on some of these names. If we're finding a potential bottom of support that they're holding and we're starting to curl back up, or if it's still, you know, just red candle after red candle in those time frames, just hitting these zones, just downside, downside, downside. So just keep that in mind, and that's going to be it for me. Let me go ahead and send this out real quick in the Discord. Teaching the mastermind tomorrow morning, live in my Discord. So it is from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern if you have registered and signed up to attend the mastermind. So going over every single candlestick pattern, chart pattern, trend lines, how I find my key levels, finding areas, which is big for me, of supply and demand, support and resistance, how I find these zones on every single name, on every single time frame, and risk to reward, where I take my calls and puts and how I find my targets, all of my strategies, all of my exact chart setups that I use on Webull, and a few here on TradingView, going over all of that and teaching it tomorrow in the mastermind. So if you want to attend, you still can. You can just go to my profile, go to my link tree, and you can go to my WAP store, and you'll see down in there with all the products and everything. Just keep scrolling over whatever till you find mastermind. Then you can still use the 40% off discount on anything if you want to come hang out in the premium Discord team with us, or just attend the mastermind as well. It's open for everybody inside and outside of my Discord community, just open to every trader that wants to learn. So I'm going to be teaching that tomorrow. It's 1 4-hour session. It's recorded if you can't attend it live, and then it's a one-time thing. You get to attend every other single mastermind that I teach, which is usually the last Saturday of every month. You get to attend those every single time now. You get to always tune in. Live Q&A as well. Always come back for a refresher. I got people that tune in almost every single month that just come in to hang out and do Q&As and just get a refresher. That's like their 5th time in there. But you just, buy it one time and that's it. So it's my favorite thing to do is teaching this class. I get really good feedback and reviews on it. It's my absolute favorite thing to do, honestly, is to teach this mastermind class. So excited for that tomorrow morning. So for the ones that signed up for it, I will see you tomorrow morning live in the live mastermind class channel, in the Discord. And that'll be it. If not, then everyone else, I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great weekend. And then I will see you guys Sunday evening for my Sunday night live stream here again on X and YouTube to go over all the charts and everything that I'm going to be looking at later today and then over the weekend, potential swings and setups going into next week. So love you guys, appreciate you, and have a great weekend.